We chatted yesterday about the J-Lo Ben split. Today, still talking about it. But now we're talking about one of her exes and his cryptic posts.
After months of speculation and whispers, the bombshell has dropped. Jennifer Lopez has filed for divorce from Ben Affleck. Fans are divided, with some seeing it coming and others shocked by the news. But the drama doesn't stop there. J-Lo's ex, Alex Rodriguez, has entered the chat with a cryptic post that's sparking even more controversy. Is A-Rod throwing shade, or is there more to his message? And what's the real story behind the lack of a prenup and the potential battle over assets? Could this be just the beginning of another public showdown for J-Lo? Stay tuned as we dive into all the twists and turns of this Hollywood saga.
I'm not gonna lie though, it makes me think it definitely has something to do with the divorce, but I mean, it's all just speculation, really. Did you guys imagine J-Lo, Alex Rodriguez back together?
Everyone and their grandma knows by now that Lopez and Affleck have made their divorce official. Documents obtained on August 20, 2024 state that Lopez finally gathered the courage. And for once, fans were glad because it marked the end of months of drama, or so they thought. With this news making headlines, folks have taken so many other things into consideration, including the couple's assets. It all starts with Lopez taking the lead. Now what does this mean? Well, that means that the singer was the one who filed for the divorce, not her attorneys. According to reports, the singer filed a pro per.
It means she filed it on her own, no attorney, and the reason that's surprising is we know from our sources that she and Ben have been in discussions for several months now about how to settle this divorce. And the reason that they've been having those discussions, there's no prenup. I think that's going to surprise a lot of people.
Another part of the documents that started quite the controversy among fans was that there was no mention of a prenup. And we all know there isn't one. I mean, J-Lo wasn't planning on leaving Ben ever when the two got married, so why would there be a prenup? But it's not that straightforward. If there's no prenup, then the assets and whatever money the two made together are shared property. Fans sure had their questions, and that's when a family attorney, Leslie Silva, also broke her silence over the couple's divorce and how it may cause some major issues. She said, in New York, when dealing with a marriage of this length, it is highly likely that the parties would be able to accurately account for their premarital contributions in order to essentially leave the marriage with the assets they brought into the marriage. She further added, however, if they put assets in joint names after they married, and there is no controlling prenuptial agreement, it is possible that the assets would be considered entirely marital. Leslie explained, additionally, if they commingled their funds and used them for marital purposes, those assets may be distributed differently. Ultimately, the way the law treats assets depends on the law of the state where the parties maintain their primary residence. What's more, Lopez mentions the date of separation as April 26, 2024. Now, if that's when the two decided to call it quits, then why would Lopez wait all these months to file the papers? Well, according to different sources, the two were waiting to announce their official split because they want to make sure everything is seamless when they do, especially with everyone involved. Neither of them want this process to be rushed. They are treating the separation with as much grace, understanding, and gentleness as they can. What's more, Lopez made the first move since it gives her control of the process. The source also added, "It's good that she did it." However, fans don't have good things to say about the singer. Some fans are bashing J-Lo for rushing into one marriage after another. And they aren't wrong. J-Lo hasn't had a minute by herself and her kids. In fact, she had her next husband ready as soon as one of her marriages failed. And who knows, she might already have eyes on someone after her divorce with Ben. According to fans, Lopez just likes the idea of being married. One person wrote, "I think that J-Lo only likes being married because she likes the idea of being married, not being married herself. And this is the only thing that keeps people interested in her, because she doesn't have anything else going on in her life." And fans aren't the only ones thinking along these lines. A blast from J-Lo's past. A-Rod has made a cryptic post on social media. And if you ask fans, well, they think he is either throwing shade or is trying to send a hidden message to the world. Alex wrote, "You either go one way or the other. You might as well be the one deciding the direction."
Is it a subliminal message to J-Lo? Why is he posting these little inspirational quotes? And now people are thinking that maybe A-Rod is saying, "Hey, J-Lo, remember me?"
Let's just clear one thing out. If fans were expecting any of J-Lo's exes to talk about her current divorce, then A-Rod was #1 on their list. Why? The answer's pretty simple. A-Rod and Lopez dated for a few years and even got engaged. But guess what? J-Lo decided to walk out just before the wedding bells. Shortly after parting ways with A-Rod, J-Lo went on and resumed her romance with Ben Affleck. So now that Ben and Lopez are over, of course, A-Rod is going to take shots at Lopez. Back to the cryptic message. Now A-Rod isn't pointing any direct fingers, but let's be real. This message came shortly after news broke out regarding the divorce. So high chances are that A-Rod is actually talking about the divorce.
They're saying it's a cryptic message during this J-Lo and Ben divorce. Yeah, because like, how often does he do something like that?
What's more, fans are saying that A-Rod is either bashing J-Lo for getting karma, or he's trying to welcome Lopez back. Since she's single now, she's obviously going to go on a husband hunt, and A-Rod is trying to make Lopez realize that he has his arms open for her. One thing's for sure, fans are definitely not gunning for the singer to bag a new partner. At this point, they are done too.
I don't know what he's saying. Is he saying like, "Hey J-Lo, I'm available," or like, "J-Lo, do your thing, go that way, you went this way, you should've went that"? I don't understand.
However, there's a high chance that A-Rod's just throwing shade, because let's not forget that he did call her and Ben's relationship fake. A-Rod also went on to talk about how history will repeat itself and J-Lo's marriage would go down the drain once again. Yeah, A-Rod wasn't really happy when J-Lo left him like that. He also went on an interview where he said that his relationship with the singer was just a lesson for him.
Does it bother you that within days after you broke up that she was back to seeing Ben Affleck and that she ended up getting married to him?
I think I'm going to make a wonderful partner or husband and father post-suspension because of the lessons learned of my biggest mistakes.
A-Rod hasn't addressed the attention surrounding his cryptic message, but sources have come out telling that the message was nothing but accidental. The sources also talked about how A-Rod was in a happy and healthy relationship with his current girlfriend, Jacqueline Cordero, who's a Canadian fitness instructor. They said Alex is indeed very happy spending quality time with Jacqueline and his family. The insider also revealed that A-Rod has no time for drama in his life and is currently focusing on his children. It was revealed Natasha just started her sophomore year at Michigan, and Ella is about to begin her junior year in high school. Both of them are doing great. Fans are hoping that J-Lo would stop running after guys and simply focus on herself and her kids for once. I mean, 4 failed marriages do teach you something. She's yet to talk about the divorce publicly. And that's all for today. What do you think about this situation? Is A-Rod actually taking a hit at J-Lo's divorce? Will J-Lo clap back? Let us know what you think in the comment section below, and make sure to give this video a big thumbs up and subscribe to our channel for more videos. We will see you guys in our next video with more updates from the celebrity world.